Time gives everyone equal opportunity in life. Discipline decides who turn these opportunities into results. Time opens doors of opportunity. Discipline is the key with which you walk through these doors.
Life script.
Oh yes, this is Life Script, and I want to welcome all of my returning viewers. If this is your first time here with us on Life Script, you are super welcome. I am Dynamic Precious, and this is the seed series. This is the seventh episode, and it's the grand finale of the seed series, where we'll be discussing two seeds that are intertwined: the seed of opportunity and the seed of control. Alright, so let's roll. The seeds of opportunity is time, and the seeds of control is discipline. You see these two seeds, they act as twins. They cannot do without each other. Because life will always present you with opportunities, time to do a particular thing. But the seed of control, which is discipline, determines how well you will do it and the result you get at the end of the day. Alright, so beginning with the seeds of opportunity, time, it is a daily allocation of opportunities. You see, every second, minute, and hour of each day is a seed planted somewhere. Time is never neutral. Whatever you spend time in doing grows. So I would like to say time is not wasted, it is simply invested. But what determines if it is worth it is what you spend your time in doing, because it will definitely grow and yield.
So I've said that time is not wasted, it is simply invested. But here's the demarcation. When time is used in the wrong investment, it is called wasted time. That is wasted opportunity.
And one heartbreaking reality is that time is an aspect of life, is a kind of opportunity that when wasted, it cannot be recovered. So this is how regret replaces progress and urgency replaces wisdom. You see, the small things you do with your time repeatedly will produce a larger outcome. And we must also not forget that life is packaged into time. This is to say that the misuse of time equals the misuse of the opportunity to live. So if time is a seed, ask yourself, what kind of life has your last week produced? And what kind of life will your everyday produce? Now we move to the seeds of control, which is discipline. Choosing what is needed over what is wanted, what may seem difficult over what is convenient, is done through discipline. You see, life will give us a whole lot of options, and most times what is always available may not be always profitable. So the ability for a person to make a scale of preference and prioritize what you need is done through discipline. And trust me, discipline is hard work. Discipline is repeated self-control in small moments through restraint, principles or standards, and saying no. Take this or leave it. You cannot sow the seeds of discipline if you don't know how to say no. No to wrong, suggestions, desires, self, and others. So you see, when discipline is absent or the seeds of control is not planted, manipulation will control your actions, comfort will delay your growth, and inconsistency will become a normal thing. When discipline is missing, potential leaks and life is at stake. So at this junction, we'll draw the line between these two seeds. You see, life will give us a whole lot of choices, alternatives, and suggestions. But the seeds of control, discipline, will help you regulate all of this, help you make good use of your time. And when I say time, I mean your life, because life is packaged into time. The good use of time equals the good use of life. And when you use your time wrongly, you're already wasting the time of your life. When a person is rich in discipline, it's a whole lot of advantage. And when a person is poor in discipline, it's a disaster. Why do I say this? It is because the seed of discipline will be planted in every sphere of life. There's no realm, there's no place you get to reach, there's no person you get to become that you don't need the seed of discipline, control. I will wrap up this episode and this series with these personalities from scripture. Firstly is Joseph. From Potiphar's house, life gave him options. Potiphar's wife gave him options, but with discipline he decided not to sin against God and to sin against his master. He preferred the hard way. He preferred to go to prison other than to do wrong. Next is Judas Iscariot. He had a whole master that has everything, but because he could not control his greed, he compromised. There was no discipline. He sold his master, and we all know how he ended. Next was Gehazi. Gifts that did not belong to him, gifts that his master rejected. He went behind the scene because of greed. He could not control his desires, and he inherited leprosy not just for himself, but for his whole generation. Another is Esau. Just for a pot of porridge, for the now, he violated and he forgot about the whole of his future. He sold his birthright. Without discipline, you tend to commonize what is most important in your life. He sold his birthright and he lost it because he had no discipline over his appetite, over his stomach. Next is Uncle Samson. He had a direct confrontation, a confrontation that came with clear intentions, but he could not control himself because he lacked discipline over his cravings, desire, and lust. You see, he laid his life down. When a person cannot control their habits, then they cannot control their lives. The last example I will use is Jesus, who was in the face of temptation. Life brought options to him. And you know one thing? The devil knew that he was in need of those things, but he brought those alternatives at the expense of his life, his destiny, and his ministry. But because discipline was in place, he could tell the devil, "Get thee behind me." So it doesn't matter who you are or the stage you have gotten to. The truth remains that life will always present you with choices and alternatives. Your ability to navigate all of these choices is dependent on your discipline level. Alright, so this episode is a call of awareness to the right use of time, the right use of opportunities and investment in time. Not just that, but also to have control and mastery over your time through the instrumentality of discipline. Alright, at this junction, with emphasis at this final junction, I really want to say a big thank you to everyone who has participated in the seed series, from the introduction to the seeds you're born with, the seeds of reality, of direction, of influence, of identity, of opportunity, and the seeds of control. Thank you for being a part of this seed series. You've been amazing. And if you've not seen any of these videos, I don't know what you're waiting for, but don't worry. All of the videos are there for you to go back to. Like I said in the previous episode, these are all little drops of water that make a mighty ocean. There's no way you sow all of these seeds adequately that you not get massive fruits that will not just feed you alone, but feed all those around you. Please do well to share all of our links with others to be a part of this community and to benefit from this seed series. I appreciate you. And at this point, there is no 101%, 110%. Thank you for being a part of this version of Life Script. We are moving forward. We just got started. So be a part, tune in, subscribe, turn on the notifications, give us your thumbs up, and share with somebody. Give us your comments in the comment section. If there's anything you want more light on, why not drop it in the comment section and it will be attended to. Thank you so much. I remain dynamic, precious, and I really value you. Thank you until I come your way soonest. We are not breaking this connection, never.